Well, hello everyone. My name is Maria Free, and I'm an Expert Controls Associate at the Expert Compliance Training Institute based in Ohio. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with ECTI, ECTI is a company that has invested years of experience in teaching the world on expert compliance. We have taught so many individuals, companies, governments, and making sure that your companies are being compliant with the most up-to-date regulations as it relates to the International Traffic in Arms Regulation and the Export Administration Regulations, as well as the Office of Foreign Asset Control, also known as OFAC. So we decided to do these short 3 to 5 minute explainer videos just to help you understand the regulations, and we're hoping that this will be your one-stop shop to answer all the questions that you may have about export controls. We understand that the regulations are not easy. Sometimes they're not taught in the most simplified way. Therefore, we want to make sure that we're here to help you understand and navigate the regulations in a very simple and effective way. So let's start with the very big question that you're probably wondering, let's start at the very beginning. What are export controls? Why are we talking about them? And why should you be compliant, stay compliant with export controls? So to answer that question, we look at the very basics, right? So in simple terms, and at least in the United States, export controls are systems of, laws and regulations that are utilized to restrict and regulate exports as well as other activities. So in the United States, the International Traffic in Arms Regulations and, for example, the Export Administration Regulations were implemented to help prevent U.S. sensitive technology from falling in the hands of malign actors, and in that sense making sure that we are protecting U.S. national security interests. So by doing this, by having these regulations, the U.S. is able to stay compliant with many things, as well as international norms and regulations, even like make sure they're abiding by the United Nations, the resolutions, as well as, for example, preventing very, very serious technology, weapons, and even weapons of mass destruction, again, from falling in the hands of malign actors. So that's pretty much the gist of what are export controls. So at this point, you're probably wondering who is responsible for implementing these rules. Well, the main ones are, the International Traffic in Arms Regulations, also known as the ITAR, and the Export Administration Regulations, also known as the EAR. So starting with ITAR is responsible for regulating the most, the most sensitive military items, defense articles, defense services, just to name a few. The regulating body is the Directorate of Defense Trade Controls, DDTC, under the U.S. Department of State. And when it comes to the EAR, it regulates so many different items, dual-use items. Dual-use are, that you can use for both commercial and military application. Also, space-related items that we will discuss later in another video. But yeah, mainly most commercial items are regulated under the EAR. And the regulated agency is the BIS, so Bureau of Industry and Security, under the U.S. Department of Commerce. And the final set of rules come from the Office of Foreign Assets Control, also known as OFAC, under the U.S. Department of Treasury, which enforces trade and economic sanctions. So now let's answer the following question. Why should you abide by these regulations? Well, if you don't abide by these regulations, then there will be very, serious consequences, of course, depending on your violations. So some of the most severe cases can really result, in imprisonment and really hefty fines, not to mention and all the negative, negative reputational risk that your company may face. So that's definitely the main ones to stay compliant, make sure that you can continue conducting your export, you can continue manufacture your items, and be a good global citizen. That is all for the video today. This was just like a very introductory video that we wanted to showcase an overview of why we're doing this video, the importance of export controls, and obviously if you have any questions and any ideas of the following videos, please make sure to provide your comments in the comment section. We would be more than happy to see what you're interested in, and we're really hoping that this can be a great way for you to use as a resource to help with your compliance roles. And as always, we are here to help you understand the regulations in a simple and easy manner. So that's all for now. Thank you so much, and I hope this was helpful.